afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Josh Guillory Show. I am your grateful host. And in studio with me, my main man, Jamie Angel.
What's going on, mes amis?
Yep. And we are broadcasting live from the Beal and Hebert studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Hebert, your hometown lawyers. You got legal questions? Call those guys. I'm telling you, they'll take care of you. Gentlemen and ladies of integrity over there in Beal and Hebert. Love them. So Ozzy Osbourne, I think that's probably the latest news that we can cover here.
Wait, before that,
Yo.
Go check us out on Rumble, rumble.com.
So sorry.
And check out the Rumble store while you're there.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, we've had a few purchases. Thank you so much for the support of the show. We certainly appreciate that. Wear it everywhere. But yes, go to rumble.com. Give us a little follow. It's free. We don't harass you. And but also you can view us, even if you follow or don't follow. You can view us online. You can see old archived episodes. And let's dive right in, shall we? So this hour we'll spend a lot of time on Epstein. Have you heard of Jeffrey Epstein?
Man.
Have you heard of him?
At this point, I've forgotten who he even...
Man.
What he did.
I got to say something. I'm...
Not what he did for a living.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm with you. You know, I don't know why I've been holding on to this. And I hope this has nothing to do with Epstein. I hope the caller that called in one time is listening, because he's right. He had me thinking a lot. We were unfair to Ted Cruz. I still think he wears the onesie. I get it. But I think we were unfair. He has been. I was a little critical on him, on his delivery on a few things. But
about his pajama onesies with the snap buttons, right? The booty snaps.
Take that aside.
Let's just call him booty snaps.
Take that aside. Nickname. He has been a strong advocate for conservative policies. I appreciate that. And I was unfair to him. I really was. I could have. I don't know. Maybe I was just out for all politicians that day. I don't know. But yeah, let's go to this Epstein drama.
And just to
that
preface,
continues.
We're gonna pronounce her name Ghislaine.
Yeah, that's all.
If there's a different way to pronounce it, who gives a dang? She's a nasty woman. Her name, for our intents and purposes, is Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay. So let's talk about it. Looked at an article off of Forbes. They're reporting that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says that he's meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell in the coming days. Finally, I mean, it's taken a minute. She has, I think, a 20-year sentence or something like that, but okay.
I thought she died in prison. That's how much we
Wow.
hadn't heard about her in so long.
So she was intimately involved, no pun intended, but involved in the operation. So, yeah, Blanche says that the DOJ wants to hear. Does she have any more information? Does she know of any of Epstein's associates? Does she, can she confirm other crimes? Does she know? Basically asking her, talking to her. Now, remember, this is coming after the department, the DOJ, and Attorney General Pam Bondi face pretty major blowback, warranted for backing off of their earlier promise to release more Epstein files. I just... Look, I love Pam Bondi. I really do. I've been a supporter of hers. I like the appointment. I thought she was a good pick. She just came in very hot. She came in hot and heavy on this one. We're going to release them all. Trust me, man. When I'm in, I'm going to release them all. It's little things like that. It's kind of like Trump saying, I'm going to end the war. I'm going to end the Ukraine-Russia war before I'm sworn in. I just don't. Just don't say that. Don't say those things. It overshadows all the good. Because Pam Bondi, on a whole, is doing a good job. But this Epstein thing is, man, that's a debacle. And I get it, but I'm not picking on you. But there's a lot of people that say, and look, opine, defend your position if you want, that list shouldn't be released. That countries would fall, that we would bring.
Well, I just think it would cause some destabilization. I think there's enough in there to where enough names are named that it upends what our current reality. And I know it sounds dramatic, but I
will say this: a lot of folks believe what you're saying. A lot of folks in intelligence, and that's where you came from. So a lot of folks in intelligence are probably agreeing with you. I say. This is not personal to you. I say get off of your high horse and trust the people. We can handle way more than than the elites give us credit for. And I say blow that crap up. Blow it up.
But can we handle it though? I mean,
what's the alternative? Live in the dark? Okay, hey, it's okay. I know y'all molested kids. I know you sex trafficked. I know politician and businessman and emperor and king.
Look at how they're handling how we're enforcing the law, how we're like using ICE for the intended purpose in rounding up illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Look at how people are reacting to that. Now, start picking up some of these higher profile people and start like I'm telling you, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna get real weird,
real quick. All right, so yeah, I don't know, man. I side with the folks. I think the folks can handle it.
I hope so.
No, I do. I mean, what's the alternative, folks? What is the alternative? All these bad things happen, and we're gonna ignore it because Western civilization as we know it will collapse, or the world itself. Man, that's a tough one. I actually, it's not tough for me. I say blow it up. I say blow the hell up.
Well, I would serve notice to each and every name on that list and be like, hey, buddy.
Yeah. You could do that. You could do that.
Listen, you might want to just drop out of public life, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you go first to drop the atomic bomb, but I would side on the side of transparency. You and I were talking about that in the break or before the show. Maybe sometimes you can be in office and your intention is to be transparent, show the folks everything, and then the media spins it. So I think, look, all right, I'm going to preface my position with this. If the folks would get unfiltered information that was just facts, I think we can handle it. If it's released and we're up to reading the reports from the media, then it's going to be screwed. We're going to be screwed. So if that's the case, yeah, I agree with you. But I'm talking about what they promised.
Yeah.
Unfiltered. We don't have to tune into MSNBC to read it. You will, but you could see it yourself if you wanted to. You have access to it if you want to. Like I say, look, bring it. Because if we don't talk about it, it's going to get worse. Just like, not to beat a dead horse, but just like down the street. If we wouldn't have said anything, if we wouldn't have just said the truth, some of these media outlets wouldn't have been making a turn. I don't want to, we beat that dead horse. Maybe we'll talk about it again later in the week. But yeah.
I also wonder too, though, did this thing get as big as it did because of the media? Because all indications that when this whole Epstein thing surfaced was that Trump was involved, right? Epstein, Island, Trump. Oh, and there was some mention of the Clintons, but all of this came out during a couple of, not the past election cycle, but the one before. That being said, Democrats ran with it, and then some of the Republicans ran with it because of the Clintons.
Yeah.
And I really do believe the media created just an unstoppable giant.
Oh, I think that's fair.
And I think
that's fair.
If they do release everything, it's going to be another. Where's the like?
Well, but do it then.
Yeah.
Do it. That's what I'm saying. That's like talking out of both sides of our mouth. Like, just go do it, man. Trust the people. Trust the people. Imagine if all communities in COVID would have said, here's what the physicians are saying, here's the facts, or here's what we know, because it's not really facts, because we're trying to figure them out. But here's all the public information we have. Make a good decision. Make a decision that's that you feels good with your doctor, in regards to your family. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not the government. The government will break it. What you laughing?
I'm going back and forth on whether or not to read this abstract from Desio.
After the break, Desio, we're gonna tease it because you always come in strong. I love when his reaction. I definitely want to hear it. Hey, but look, go to rumble.com. Chat us on there as well. I want to see it. I want to see your message. All right, be right back. welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown lawyers, Beal and Abear. Give those guys a call. All right, so we're going to continue the discussion on Jeffrey Epstein. Got to remind everybody, go to rumble.com. We want to see the chats in Rumble. Let's see who we got there. I can't read
Cajun Food Lover says, release the list.
Yes.
Shall I tell you what Desio?
Say it, Desio.
Yeah, he said, don't do it, Jay. I don't want y'all to get canceled. He said, I think the phonetic spelling of her name is Ghislaine. Get it? Killswitch says, rest in peace, Ozzy. Thanks for a lifelong trip on a crazy train.
I didn't get to finish that. Yeah, so, hey, man, keep Ozzy Osbourne's soul in your prayers and his family. So, heck of some accomplishments. It's a heck of accomplishments. Definitely maximized his personality, and may you rest in peace.
Some more breaking news. Did you hear the honey badger retiring?
I did not.
Tyrann Mathieu.
He's retiring as a saint. I'm assuming as a saint. You would think, even though he played.
Still a saint?
He is, but you can retire with a certain team.
Well, it could be the Cardinals. But.
Yeah, Cardinals drafted him. He was with the Cardinals the most. Won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs, though. But yeah, you know what I mean. Man, he came back for a reason. All right, so let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein. If you want to chat us, please use the Rumble account. Rumble.com. Get in there. It's easy, so much easier than the alternative. Go to rumble.com. Give us a chat. Follow us. You can view us, see us. Hopefully I don't break your monitor.
And phone lines open in the bottom of the hour.
Yes. All right, so let's hit a few key facts in this story. So Blanche, remember Deputy AG, he says that he'll meet with Ghislaine Maxwell in the
made you think.
Made me think, Desio. Anyway, he's waiting to meet with her in the coming days on basically on orders of Bondi. So I mean he's acting on her bequest there. So Maxwell again serving 20 years for trafficking minors for Epstein. The DOJ has been under fire for a memo. Remember, that's what we were talking about, claiming that no further Epstein files will be released. That did not sit well with us Americans too well, at least not the ones that just want some transparency. Now, that memo says that no new evidence was found. Now look at how this is a legal term, okay? So that, or legalese a little bit, that the memo says that no new evidence was found to justify charges against uncharged third parties. Maybe this meeting with Maxwell will change that. The problem here is that we've announced what you were going to do before you looked into all this. You look into all this, and if this is your position, this is your legal position, the AG should be autonomous to a degree. I mean, I get it. You can't say they're fully autonomous, they're appointed. But if that's your position, say it up front. And maybe say, hey, if we see new charge, I just didn't know that was your position. I don't know if that's what was communicated to the folks. It seems like what was communicated to the folks by Pam Bondi was, when I get in there, I'm releasing the files.
That's pretty much exact. They're on my desk.
You remember that? We covered it. They're on my desk. And then phase one comes out. We give them the benefit of the doubt. Get the easy. No, really.
There's a bunch of media clippings and.
Yeah, but those I gave them way benefit of the doubt because get the easy ones out. Get the easy ones out. That's what we thought. As a matter of fact, that's apparently all you were going to release, which was already released.
Which is stupid.
It's very much so. It's not a good look, and it takes away from the very, very, very successful administration that President Trump is having. That's the problem with these little battles, these little pee-ant battles. Trying not to cuss. Trying to not. Family program. All right. So Maxwell's lawyer says she'll cooperate. Well, what do you have to lose? You're sitting in jail. And Maxwell's lawyers thanked President Trump for his commitment to uncovering the truth. I agree, and I don't have any problem with the DOJ's approach here. This seems to be very methodical, seems to be the right thing to do when you're doing due diligence. The problem is that's not what you communicated. and you set a pretty strong position on where the Department of Justice was going to be. And people took notice. Good, bad, or ugly. Trump told reporters the DOJ meeting with Maxwell sounds appropriate, but he also called the whole drama a witch hunt. I can see that. I can see that too. You can have multiple truths at once. Trump administration is opposing Maxwell's appeal to the Supreme Court, however, on her conviction. That's the government's position. It's okay. The DOJ recently fired top prosecutor Maureen Comey. Where do we hear her from? Where does that name come from?
Is she related? Is she kin to
Jimmy?
To old James? Jim?
Oh, Jim?
Jimothy?
Old beach walker Jim?
Oh, Jimothy?
Jimothy. Seashell Jimmy?
No, for real though. Are they related?
Yeah, it's his daughter.
Oh, what? Word?
It's his daughter. She worked on the Epstein Maxwell case. All right. That should tell you something right there. That should tell you something right there.
Well, you know what tells me something is that during Biden's administration, he did not do anything to release anything about that. And if there was some damning stuff about
Comey's
Trump,
daughter was the attorney on the case,
yeah, there was some damning stuff about Trump in there. It would have been released.
Yeah,
4 years ago.
Yeah, you would not have had to
Immediately.
wait. Yeah,
During the campaign, it would have come out.
yeah, exactly. Because they were fighting against him then.
Makes me wonder then who's in it the Dems didn't want out.
Yeah.
And who is Trump trying to make some deals with?
So, yeah. And so Comey, or Republicans in this state, you can't just say Democrats. So Comey's daughter sent a farewell letter, praising Trump. No, of course. Slamming Trump and telling prosecutors not to give in to fear. Don't give in to fear.
You get scared a lot when you're practicing the law?
Guys, practicing law is the easiest gig out there, man. I don't.
Whoa.
It is.
Whoa.
It is. I think it's easy. All you got to do, I tell lawyers all the time, don't overcomplicate. All you got to do is put on the record and advocate. And you can do that respectfully and kindly.
And know the law.
Well, there are implied tasks. I mean, you do got to know.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, you do got to know the law, but I mean, come on, man. Hold on now. All right, so here's a few things that matter. The American people, we matter. Our people, all of us, red, white, and blue.
ALM, American Lives Matter.
Yeah. But we've been lied to about Epstein for years. That was the whole thing. That was kind of like the thing, But a billionaire sex trafficker running with the global elite, flying politicians and celebrities to an island to prey on children. Yeah, that's something that's, like we've been lied to. And that's what it is. And people are tired of being lied to. I am. Man, we can handle it. Good, bad, or ugly. Just tell us. Be honest with us. No matter what, just tell us. We can handle it. But if we continue to get our meat, it's not facts, but the story from outlets that have a spin one way or the other, then you can't expect the folks, then the folks aren't getting the data. They're getting the spin, and that's a lot different. But every time we get close to the truth, you ever notice what happens? The files start to go missing. Someone hangs themselves.
Somebody took them off her desk.
Yeah. Or the DOJ gets cold feet, and is that the case?
The dog ate them.
The dog ate the files, Mom. Look, I mean, is that the case? Is the DOJ getting cold feet? And why? If you think it would destabilize the world, say it.
Yeah.
Just say that.
But then people will want to know even more.
Hey, but they want to know now. So
then it's a mass cover-up. Wow. Wait, I guess it is either. Man.
I mean, it's exactly.
Catch-22.
Exactly. No, 22 too old. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Bear, your hometown lawyers. Give those guys a call. You got legal questions, call them, man. I'm telling you, they'll walk you through the process. They'll answer your question. They'll shoot you straight, good, bad, or ugly, which is all you can really hope for. And guys, I want you to take a brief little, tiny little moment. Go to rumble.com. Give us a little follow. You can see so many things, our old shows. You can see us live right now. And my favorite part of the whole show, you see these numbers right here on Rumble? Call them, 232-1542. Outside the Acadiana area, 844-766-6607. Shout out to our folks over there in the Missouri Hospital and to at least several truckers we know right now traveling outside the 96.5 FM radius.
Yeah, I think we got some folks at Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
We've
saw
had
that,
some pictures, some Texas, Ireland, India.
Hey, we'll take it. We appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Caller, you're live on the Josh Guillory Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? That's you, caller?
Yeah, is it me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's Daniel. What's going on, Josh?
Hey, Daniel, what's up, man? What's up?
Oh, not too much, man. Hey, sorry, Jamie, man. I think I'm gonna have to agree with Josh on this one.
That's all right.
I think the American people, man, they're tired of the government
Yeah.
telling us what we can and can't handle. I think people feel the government controls so much of what we do, what we see, what we hear. It's you're running on transparency. Then be transparent. The good, the bad, the ugly. Whether it hurts you, it helps you. Because I'll be honest with you, if Joe Bag of Donuts, like Dan would say, gets arrested for pedophilia or and he's a school teacher, they don't have any problems blasting him, his family, everything that goes along with it. They don't care who it hurts as far as people who were associated with him that had nothing to do with what they did. So I think the American people would just be honest. Let us deal with it ourselves. And if you did something that you weren't supposed to do, and you run a multi-billion-dollar corporation, then you deserve to go bankrupt and let American people decide not to deal with that. And if you're in politics, then that's the ones we don't want in there anyway.
Exactly.
Look, I agree with you guys. I'm just enjoying the quiet time we're going through right now. I'm enjoying the lack of, crazy drama that we've been dealing with for years, man. It's just been rough.
Yeah, we'll take some Epstein drama. Horrible.
Right.
Yeah, Dan, man, you're right, man.
I agree, man. But at the same time, it's they control too much anyway. And we hear all these, you see it on TikTok, you see it on Daily Wire, all these other things. Oh, breaking news: DOJ is they're sending reports to the DOJ with this Obama stuff now that he was part of the Russia hoax or he knew about it. And once again, when I called 3 weeks ago, we're tired of hearing about it. We want to see action, and people want to see people in handcuffs. Start passing out some indictments, because I have to say this: Democrats, they are ruthless. Republicans are soft. They will not go after you, and Democrats they don't care if it's true or not. They will destroy you.
Oh gosh, and the facts don't matter. I mean, to them, they just want the headline, and then they'll quote it as a source. Hey, brother, I love you. Be safe out there, and thank you. And I appreciate you agreeing with me. It's very wise, man. Very wise. I know where you're coming from, though, bud.
Eliminate the deep state. That's what we got to do.
Yeah. Oh, and to Daniel, and I'm coming right back to the phone lines, but to Daniel's point, but I tell you, even if they don't go and do all the, handcuffs and all that stuff, how about this? Can we just at least agree? Just give us the documents. Let us figure it out. Now, if you don't do your job, if there's evidence of a crime and you don't do your job, well, that should have consequences too. But we can handle the files.
Or do it measured. If it is that bad to where it could be, maybe just a few at a time.
Yeah, something.
The most egregious, start with the most egregious and work your way back.
Yeah, kind of like how the government's doing with the aliens on the History Channel. I get you.
I'm
kidding. I'm joking. It's a conspiracy theory. So you know who I'm talking about.
My name's not in there, so it's not why I'm saying all that.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, wait, read the current.
Hold on. Yeah. No, actually, this is something the Current would do. They would say, Josh Guillory, blah, 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 whatever. Jeffrey Epstein has a list. Josh Guillory's on a list somewhere. That's something they would say.
Oh, strong pushback from Guillory showing Epstein list.
Hey, and then they call the DOJ, and the DOJ says they can neither confirm nor deny Guillory's on the Epstein list. That's how they do it. That's how the Current does it. That's how the Advocate does it. But they are trying today. I appreciate that. Oh, that must be painful. painful, and still getting some half truths. But anyway, Warren, what you got, Warren? Bring the heat, baby.
Well, the jails are full of people that done a lot less. And people are saying that Maxwell, she got a deal. They didn't kill her because her dad had a stroke, so they made a deal with her. She was going to shut her mouth, and now she might open it, and I hope that's the case. But, these people think they're above everything and everybody, and they should have executive penis power. We need to know who was taking off the diapers. You was over there with some babies. You don't need to be running our country. And I think that's what they're trying to hide. These liars and deceivers, just like yesterday you're talking about what this woman did here in Lafayette. She lied and deceived, but it worked. It worked.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing over and over again. But the American people done caught on, and we sick of it. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Warren. Well said. I think that his closing was perfect. We're just tired of it.
Yeah.
We just want the truth. We're just tired of it. It's man, what I was excited about the most was just the genuine, not the buzzword, but the genuine transparency, meaning we would be able to read these files without any filter from MSNBC or CNN or even Fox News, right wing, left wing, or nothing. Just you're able to read it, and you make your own decision, and you decide whether your head needs to explode or not. But to cover up openly is not the answer. That's not the right thing. And, so.
Good on Bongino for standing his ground.
I totally agree. Man, the man has integrity. Now, he hadn't resigned or anything yet. He's still in.
No, but he said he was going to if they didn't.
We'll see. There's a lot to unpack on that. All right, Kevin from the motherland. What's up, Kevin? What you got today, man?
So you put everybody on the phone, you give them a 15-minute heads up and tell them, if y'all are part of this and there is a dare there, you have 14 minutes to get out in front of it, because we're just going to release everything to the public, and you can lag behind and try to lie your way out of it, or you can get in front of it now, but you're down to 13 minutes and it's going public. We're not going to hide nothing anymore.
Maybe that's why Rosie and Ellen moved out of the country.
Ellen moved too?
Ellen moved too?
We lost Ellen.
We lost Rosie. That was enough. Ellen was the bonus.
Kevin, don't get too comfy. Ireland may send her back. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? We don't want her either.
I'm trying to figure out where she would be wanted.
Yeah. I'm just.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm gonna bite my tongue.
I got a couple that I had to bite my tongue on too, so I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah. Thanks, Kevin. We love you, brother. Big Chris in the hizzy for shizzy. What's up, my man?
Man, on a little bit different subject, but kind of pertaining to it, on all that stuff about Obama and his minions going after Trump, and Tulsi Gabbard bringing all this to light.
Yeah, liking her a lot.
I was talking to a learned man today. He said, nothing's going to happen. They can't prosecute him. He said, it's become a banana republic. I said, it already is.
Yeah, man.
To Trump.
They've already prosecuted.
With him, how many people in his orbit they put in jail?
Yep.
I'm sick and tired of this. I think everybody like me, and there's a lot of me's out there, they're tired of the Democrats putting Republicans in jail, and the Republicans never getting any Democrats in jail. We want a reckoning. I don't care if they put Obama in prison. We want a reckoning. We're tired of it. And there's a lot of people like me. There's ain't it's the quiet majority or the silent majority. But trust me, we're out here. We're seething on the surface, and something better happen. I'm telling Republicans this too. Something better happen.
Hey, if there's that's what I'm saying though, Big Chris, and your passion is so right. It's rightly said. If they would just release it, don't filter it. We don't want your commentary. It's just spin. We don't want any of that. Just give us the actual files unfiltered. If there's evidence of a crime, absolutely, I'm with you. But to my
you hear the Democrats hollering, nobody's above the law. Nobody. Well, okay. I agree 100%. Nobody's above the law, including Obama, including Clapper, Brennan, Comey. None of them above the law. Let's go after them.
Yep. No, that's right. But this is the sentiment you get, Democrats, when you spend 4 years of lawfare. When you spend 4 years of abusing the Department of Justice, the FBI. Well, the FBI's always been, always been. But anyway, this is it. Hey, how many elites do you think were on the list? All right, we'll be right back. Phone lines are gonna be open. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios right here in Acadiana, your hometown lawyers. Spiel and Bear, give those guys a call. When in doubt, call them. You got legal questions, call them. They'll tell you if they can handle it or not. Hey, appreciate all the app chats out there. So we had Cajun. You're going to have to see it if I can't read. Cajun Food Lover. Let's see, Joe. You have to read
I'm going to read. In the Rumble, we got Cajun Food Lover said, release the list. She's a nasty one. Joe Biden's lost memory. I don't remember meeting with Maxwell, only Epstein. Well, I didn't. Oh, because Joe Biden. I get you. Liberty Lover 96. LMAO, Trump and Epstein and Biden, are they all purple holes in the same pod? Cajun Food Lover again says, it's telling how far the top of the GOP is from the base by their not understanding our demand for the release of these records. It's bipartisan.
Hey, shout out to the chatters on Rumble. We certainly appreciate that. Desi, we got to convert you over to Rumble. Want to see you. All right, let's go to the phone lines. They're still open, 232-1542. You also got 844-766-6607. And you could be like our friend JP and call in with some good stuff. What you got, JP?
Hey, good afternoon. Y'all know, Big Chris always has so much anger.
Big Chris.
That's your partner, JP. Come on.
He's passionate.
Yeah. There's one guy at the office you don't mess with, though. I just tell him meet me in the shop. I know he's listening.
Yeah.
But so here's the thought, guys. Pam Bondi came out and kind of got ahead of things, and sure, she's probably just taking the heat for not being able to get this information out to us. But now here comes Tulsi Gabbard with something possibly bigger, just as big. What do we think the chances of something actually happening? And if the chances are zero, isn't she running the risk of being Pam Bondi 2.0 and really, really losing a lot of trust from conservatives and Trump supporters? I mean, if it's kind of like with Pam did. She came out and she said, we have all of this stuff. We're going to show you. It's going to be hot, juicy. We're going to make it right. Nothing happens. They walk it back. People get upset. Now here comes Tulsi with the Obama thing. Yeah, it may be working as a distraction. I don't know what the timing is, but if nothing happens there, now that becomes twice that we've been told something's going to happen, something big's going to happen, and it doesn't. Are we walking a slippery slope of upsetting a lot of supporters here?
Yeah. Look, very fair question. Very good question. I would say that a few little differences, and thanks, JP. Appreciate when you call in, everybody. I think a few differences, or one difference is Pam Bondi is the Attorney General, and the FBI does answer to her, falls in her department. Okay, and all the investigatory agencies would fall in, well, not all of them, but law enforcement in this regard. So let's just go FBI. Okay, so the difference between that and she straight up said the files are on my desk.
Yeah.
And then it was no question. She said she's releasing the files. So that's one thing. And then Tulsi Gabbard, one is communicating very well. Okay. And two, and I'll explain that. And two, she is communicating the facts of what she should be doing. Like she's doing the right thing. All she can do is refer. That's all she can do. She, in her department, she's noticed some things that she has found, and she appropriately referred that to another department and the specific agency within that department. So the FBI within the Department of Justice. That's all she can do. Like she
Pam Bondi's lap.
It really is. And so very fair, but that wouldn't fall on, I don't think that would be fair to put that on Tulsi. All Tulsi said was, look.
She called light. She shined a light on it.
That's all she did. And I kudos for her.
That's all she really can.
Well, she's getting blasted. Yeah. She was blasted on my social medias here a little bit. Some Democrats. I'm like, but y'all loved her when she was a Democrat. She endorsed Bernie. She felt the burn. All right, let's see here. Justin, what you got, my man? Thanks for calling in.
Hey, I have to agree with Josh. I want to know if there's irrefutable evidence. I want to know who's on that list.
Yeah.
Whether it's Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, whoever. And here's the reason why I want to know it. Is I want people like AOC, Bernie Sanders, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Higgins, Johnson to be on record and say whether or not it's a big deal to them or not.
Y'all convinced me. I'm on board. I'm on y'all side.
We got him, Justin. We got him, Justin.
All right, Justin. We don't always agree, but I'll get you.
We agree more than we disagree. Hey, Thanks, Justin. I appreciate you, my man. It's true. Just hey, Republican, Democrat, Green Party, whatever, man. Just we deserve the truth. All right, Jerry. Oh, and by the way, Justin, that was a great segue. If we could talk about the speaker, and I don't know if we won't have time this segment. We might. Let's go, Jerry. What you got, my man?
Yeah, I think that before COVID happened, and then when COVID busted everything open, all the things that people talked about, you would think, wow, that's kind of like a guy, he's a kook. They're talking about things that doesn't make sense. You couldn't possibly believe that kind of stuff, the conspiracy theorists. And now this stuff is all exactly the way you wouldn't want it to be in reality, but that is reality. I think that list exists.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the list is so far-reaching that half of the people that run Washington is on that list, and everybody's covering themselves.
And you know what?
There was articles years ago saying that Hillary Clinton was one of the biggest visitors to that island, not Bill Clinton. So I think it's far-reaching.
Yeah, Jerry, but here's the problem. I'm totally with you, and nothing he just said is far-fetched for us anymore, okay? The problem here, man, is we brought an AG from the States. We didn't pick some Washington bureaucrat, some Washington insider. Matter of fact, Trump picked someone that was absolutely an outsider who came into the gates.
With a record.
Yeah, a good record. And saying she's releasing it. So that's, man, so aggravating. We had the perfect system. We had the perfect scenario to release this. All right, guys, stick around. We get back. We're gonna wrap this topic up, and we're gonna talk about so much more. If you hadn't heard of UNESCO, you might after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hour number 2 of the Josh Guillory Show. I remain your very grateful host. And in studio with me, my main man, Jamie Angel. And we are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear studios right here in Acadiana. Beal and Abear, your hometown lawyers. Every one of them, hometown lawyers. You got legal questions, call them. Beal and Abear. If they can't do it, good news is they'll tell you. They don't do it, they'll shoot you straight, but there's a whole bunch of areas of law that they do practice, and they practice them very well. Thank you for the support. All right, so we are also broadcasting live on rumble.com. Now, that chat was active in hour 1. I want to see it active again. I want to see your chats. Let me see you. And if you could, just give us a little follow. A little tiny follow. It takes just a few moments, not even long, and we don't harass you. So we certainly appreciate you very much. All right, wrapping up the Epstein stuff. So Speaker Johnson said that they're not voting on Epstein until after Labor Day. So that's what CNN reporting. They're saying that Speaker Johnson is officially shutting the door on any House vote about the Epstein files until after Labor Day, despite massive pressure from the conservative base and even some of Trump's top allies in Congress. Now, that's how CNN reported it. It's July. Congress saying they're going to vote on something in Labor Day. Let's just identify some facts. That's probably not too abnormal. What is abnormal is the urgency, the lack of urgency. Well, no. That's very normal too. I think what the CNN article, if we translate it and put a filter of good faith, I don't know how much. I think there's a lot of bad faith in that article. That's just my take. Okay, you go read it, CNN. You be the judge. But in regards to, like, if we just took that as good faith, just good faith, yeah, it's fair to say that there should be a lot more urgency on Congress. We've seen Congress act on a few things quickly or quicker than normal if it's important to them. So I could see where and take the base out of it, because remember, it wasn't too long ago the Democrats were pushing this. So it seems to be most Americans want the truth. And I will say, good Democrat or Republican, we deserve that. We deserve to know. And we deserve to have the right to know. That's all I'm saying. If it's not your thing, you don't want to look into it, great. But if you want to know what the facts were, well, I think we should be able to have that. All right, switching gears. Now look, we're going to talk about Jamie's really, really good. He loves this night show host, Stephen Colbert.
Lord, good riddance, man.
Well, let's talk about it. So Stephen Colbert,
Big baby.
well, he exploded. He exploded on air. Was this last night or night before?
I think it was last night.
Yeah. So he goes. I saw the clips and all. Yeah, he goes off on after CBS has announced that it will cancel The Late Show in May of 2026. They gave him 10 months. 10 months to wreak havoc.
Must be nice.
And hey, we're gonna fire you, but it's 10 months of paid continue to yap. Anyway, so in his first full monologue since the decision, Colbert lashed out at President Trump, the network. He blasted CBS, and anyone daring to celebrate his cancellation, including by telling the President of the United States to go F yourself on national TV. Did he say the real word or did he say F?
I
didn't watch.
I couldn't be bothered to go watch it. I think
Yeah.
he's probably said it.
Oh,
They might have
well.
believed him.
Well, okay. That's nice. So, very liberal, very loving.
Yeah.
Telling you, man, liberals are very tolerant until you disagree with them. All right, so let's talk about a few little facts here. So Colbert said that the show's cancellation sunk in over the weekend and declared that the gloves are off over the next 10 months. That's what Stephen Colbert said. Hey, question. When were the gloves on? I mean, this dude made it like a Trump hitman. Him and there's Seth Meyers, who was in the audience, by the way.
Stephen who?
Like, really, man. So he implied now this is where it gets a little the little drama. So he implied that the cancellation was retaliation for criticizing CBS's $16 million settlement with President Trump. He said he was critical on him. He was, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch his show. But I do know that he and others, not just him, were vocal on the whole settlement with CBS. I mean, CBS was wrong.
And it's not like Trump gets the money directly. I mean, they have to put it towards his library. Is what I understand.
Exactly. It was
which they should love that. It's a library.
Yeah, exactly.
Put all the books you want.
Now, CBS claimed that the decision was purely financial. $16 million? Okay. Though Colbert mocked that by comparing the settlement cost to the show's alleged financial losses. I don't think that's apples and that's total elite left-wing ideology, that ego. You know, like that he can make that statement about CBS, like, that's one of these half-truths. This is what like Jeff Daly in The Current does, okay? They'll say things that are not terribly untrue, but they're not related. The facts aren't related. You know, yes, they had a settlement for $16 million. Yes, Colbert's show has continuously bled CBS's pockets. Those are two facts. If we left it at that and we said it in the connotation that Mr. Colbert is saying, then you would be left to believing that, well, yeah, CBS paid Trump and then we're going to have to fire Colbert.
You know what I bet?
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's half truths, and if you don't catch it, just like the down the street, their budget, her budget, you know, like if we wouldn't just say the truth, and no one would know, and it would just skirt on down. And the same thing here, just ego, man.
You know what I bet with Colbert? If his ratings were actually high,
yeah, man,
and people watched his show, and it was like a big deal, this wouldn't be happening.
Mm-mm.
But guess what? You, Stephen Colbert, ain't that great. And you put the nail in your own coffin. Your ratings were already low. Yeah. And you just made the decision easy for him.
I'll just use the same words he's saying. So CBS, you know, with the $60 million Trump settlement, it was purely financial. Well, Colbert, it's purely financial, man. Your ratings aren't there. Your ads are not there. And that's a business. They are not journalists. And you dang sure aren't. You're a former comedian turned political activist. I don't know. Which is absolutely your right to do. And he doesn't claim to be a journalist, so I'm not fussing him. I'm really not. Disagree with his opinions? Totally fair. Totally fair. But Trump had posted on Truth Social celebrating Colbert's cancellation. And Colbert responded by cursing at him directly. Go F yourself, President. I wonder how Colbert, what was he doing when Trump lost his job the first time? I wonder what he is celebrating. He wasn't crying. No,
wasn't he like he did something part of the inauguration? He was all part of Biden's
probably
COVID special inauguration.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that nonsense.
Inaugural event. It was not cool. Not cool at all. Like this budget.
Yeah, exactly. So, man, I just so Colbert also brought up Epstein. Of course. Claiming Trump was buddies with a pedophile.
Well, so was Bill and Hillary Clinton.
I mean, I just Trump was. There's two glowing facts that people forget. Okay, one is Trump called for the Epstein list to be open in public. If he was on it, he probably wouldn't say that. I would imagine. That's number one. Number two is a point that you brought up. It's not a fact. This is an opinion, but I think it's a very reasonable opinion. If Donald J. Trump was on the Epstein list and the Democrats knew it while President Biden was the president, that would have been blasted. It would have been game over. They would have said every single day, night would have been the media coverage. Like, come on. You don't think you would release that? So those are two things that just kind of shoot that theory down, you know? So, all right, guys, stick around. We will be right back, and we're going to continue our discussion on Mr. Colbert and CBS and The Late Show and all the good things, all the things. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Bill and Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. We were just solving the world's problems in the break. No problem.
How we do it.
Well, we were given solutions. I don't know if they are good solutions, but I think they are. All right, so remember, we're talking about Mr. Stephen Colbert over there at the late night, or what's it called? The Late Show.
Used to be David Letterman. I liked David Letterman back when he was.
I thought he was after that slot. Oh, he took David Letterman's spot?
He took over for Letterman.
That was a downgrade.
You're
no
thinking
offense.
Of the chubby British guy.
He is great, and he did carpool karaoke. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, do the Google and go onto YouTube and see it.
Apparently, he's not a very nice person in person.
Who?
What's his name?
The British guy?
Yeah.
He comes across so nice, and he sings well.
Well, he does.
Unbelievable. That's sad news. I hope that's wrong. Well, don't get too sad, though, for Mr. Colbert. He still has 10 months. And he says the gloves are off. When were they on? When, in regards to Trump, when were they on? When did you have those gloves on? Because I don't remember. I mean, it sounds like looks like they've been off. But don't be too sad for him. Fellow late night hosts were there. Give the man some support. Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, those are the NBC guys. What are they doing there? Let's see. Oliver, I don't know what that one is. Jon Stewart.
Oh, John Oliver. He does the one on HBO.
The news last week or something.
Yeah, last week tonight.
Yeah, okay, that's fitting. That's fitting. I actually think of Stephen Colbert when I see that program. I don't know why. So that makes sense. See, they were there. Jon Stewart accused CBS of canceling the show to avoid problems with Trump during the company's $8 billion merger. $8 billion, $16 million. I'm just saying. And then not getting in trouble with Trump. That's so silly to say. I don't know what to say. It's so silly to say. You think CBS is worried about kissing up to Trump?
He's going the route of Don Lemon,
yes.
Joy Reid.
Yes.
Just
yes, he
the
is.
sour grapes, because you're wrong, and people recognize that you're wrong, and what you're saying is just not good. Stop being political
Stephen
and
Colbert.
entertain people.
It's your fault. Yeah. And when you breed mistruth, when you breed lies, even when you're funny about it, it's not. It just people don't like that. One of the beautiful things about comedians is their rawness, their pure rawness, and that it comes from honesty. Someone up on that stage performing with pure vulnerability, way more vulnerable in my opinion than even a musician, even a vocalist. I mean, so this is why it doesn't. It sets well. Doesn't set well. Even worse when we look at you as something that's truth and honest and raw, and you're not doing that. So that might be part of the problem, Colbert. And it just like the Russia hoax. That one alone.
So picture this in your head. I know you're considerably younger than me. You like to say
way
by 3 years.
I have 2 generations to ahead of you.
But think back over your 43 years. Yeah, I heard you. Over late night shows, and anytime a president has been on a late night show.
Yeah.
Remember Clinton, I think, went on Dave Letterman. He played the saxophone.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Obama, obviously, any show.
What'd he play? What'd he play?
People's emotions.
No, heard it from the grapevine.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Obama. He played people's emotions. But you know what I'm saying? He was a cool president. Oh, got swagger.
Yeah.
Now.
I didn't inhale.
Replace that with a Republican president.
I know, we're not cool.
You can't even recall a time where they had great fanfare on a late night show for a Republican, because they don't.
Reagan and Carson.
Reagan was an actor. He had ties to, and Reagan was different. Everybody loved Reagan.
Yeah, but Reagan, our fellow Republicans could learn a lot from Reagan right now. And Reagan said, someone that agrees with you 60% of the time is your friend 60% of the time. You can't scorch the earth. You're not going to get anything done. And both sides do it. And we do it too. And we shouldn't.
And we weren't as volatile back then as we are now. And we didn't have social media and the media and the media and the media.
Yeah. I do think, I mean, obviously Reagan's different. His ability to resonate. It's more than just communicate. You can't communicate that well without resonating, without empathizing, without being able to, charisma and all the things.
Moxie.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, but the last, I mean, by the time Trump's done, we will have gone through 12 years of a lot.
Belligerence.
A lot. The previous 8 years were definitely not in America's best interest, in my opinion, but we didn't have this. It was just, I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't like this.
Like, could they just for one moment put all their trepidations aside and just be like, okay, let's just start from this point and roll from there. See how the economy goes from that moment forward. See how your life is going from that moment forward, and take a fresh look at things.
Exactly.
You're probably doing well. Stephen Colbert's probably doing really well.
Stephen Colbert loves the Trump economy.
No, the problem is he's got so much money. He doesn't have to worry about things that people have to worry about, like me and you.
Yeah, I can't believe they gave him 10 months. But I mean, but I don't know. You got the Conan O'Brien effect, man. Conan O'Brien went on when he took over for Leno. You know, his ratings tanked until they let him go, and then he spent months criticizing himself.
Yeah, he went on TBS.
His ratings skyrocketed. They were crushing it towards the end of Conan O'Brien's. Yeah, then he went to TBS.
Self-deprecation.
You know what I think of him? Oh my gosh! But you know the thing I remember of him, the year 2000. Yeah, you should. In the year 2000.
Oh yeah,
it's a skit.
Yeah.
And I guess
I
99,
vaguely remember that.
98, 99.
I'm getting old.
I know, man. It's all right.
Almost I was in 46.
I was in pre-K 3. I was in pre-K 3.
You were not. You're graduating high school, you son of a gun.
All right. So
Anderson Cooper was there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or was he just a guest on the show?
Well, I mean, he was there. I don't know. I don't know if he was a guest.
Probably.
There's a few others.
It just shows you how liberal they are. I mean,
man.
They express their hate as well.
I don't have a problem with the folks going to support their friend. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with Colbert just totally not taking accountability. Like, your ratings suck, man.
Yeah, but Jon Stewart was blasting, dropping F-bombs. Like,
yeah, but that's Jon. Is that anybody? I mean, he's so emotional.
It makes me sad because they all have good parts to him, like you say. There's some good in there, especially with Jon Stewart, how he fought so hard for the 9/11 survivors.
Yeah, he did, man.
All of that, but
he did.
God, don't entertain us. Stop getting so deep into politics that it tanks your career, because that's what happens, Stephen Colbert. You should be entertaining us. Tell us what movies are coming out. Stop telling us your opinions on the president.
I love Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle Show.
Hey, I love the Chappelle Show. Love the Chappelle Show. Love it. I love Dave Chappelle. He's funny, but that dude will talk about some serious political stuff, but not take a side. So I don't think there's a problem with reporting on it. And I like Chappelle because, man, that dude gets deep, but he's very real, but he'll ask in thought-provoking questions, and that's a good thing.
His stand-ups are like an experience. It's not
just
a stand-up, it's an experience,
man. It's crazy.
He really does bring you through a journey of thought.
It's totally true, man. He's one of the best, if not the best I've seen. I'm not a comedian expert, but I really enjoy.
That's some art that should be appreciated.
Agreed. We can all wrap our arms around that. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Phone lines are going to be open. Jamie, my favorite part of the whole show. Don't go anywhere. welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Bear, your hometown lawyers. Give those guys a buzz. Jamie, my favorite part of the whole show, 232-1542, 844-766-6607.
Now, for those of you watching on rumble.com, go check us out if you're not rumble.com. He didn't just pull up all smooth like that. There was some of me yelling across, hey, hurry up. And Valiant Thor, this is live, by the way, who wrote on the Rumble chat there. Just wait 10 seconds, this will catch up.
Yeah.
But this is live. But yeah, he ran in here at the last minute.
I was working.
That's good.
I have a day job.
I know. Me too.
I know, and I appreciate your day job very, very much. All right, phone lines are open, my dear audience, our dear audience who we love and appreciate and respect. All right, you can be just like my buddy Warren. We're going to go to Trump and UNESCO after this. That's right, UNESCO. You mess with the press O, and you messo with the press O. You're getting used.
Hey, Warren, what's up, Warren?
What's up, Warren? What you got, buddy?
You know, my first call to you was that people don't want to hear the truth no more, talking about the election and all this other garbage. But, you know, Eric Adams said that I have to say something because Eric Adams said a half-truth, said God would never flood the world again. So I want to talk a little bit today about the Rock of Revelation 8 and what scientists and the Word of God agree upon. That when that asteroid of Rock Revelation 8 is going to hit over there in the Mediterranean, it's going to wipe out a third of the ships in one lick. It's going to cause a tsunami that's 10,000 foot tall that will back up every tributary in the world. So I don't know how you don't consider that a flood. Also, it will vaporize the atmosphere. The entire Earth, anything that can burn will be on fire. And, you know, we'll have tornadoes and earthquakes. And we'll have hurricanes that will be 10 times the size of the ones now, except fire.
Okay. All right.
Food for thought.
All right. You bringing it? You went deep on that one. Hey, thanks, Warren. Thank you. Look, I just I like Warren's thought process. I like how he definitely packs a lot in, but the spiritual component too. Hey, I love Rumble because I can see the multiple chats, and you can too. So this is so we had a lot of Rumble chats, and this one's in YouTube. So Valiant Thor, I see you, buddy. Yeah, we're live. And but you made a very good comment on YouTube that he's watching the show live too. Thank you so much. Instead of unleashing hell on Trump, Obama could have cracked open Epstein's guest book, but I guess child traffickers were just less of a threat. Yeah, well said. Well said. It's so egregious. It's just kind of hard to. Sometimes I ask myself, why the heck are we even talking about this? That's
the point I'm at. It's like I'm just so done with all this. There's always some drama. Like instead of focusing on doing their dang jobs and like passing laws that benefit the American people, we're gonna go back and forth for years.
Just release the dang
over this stuff. Just let it go.
Well, let it go.
Let it out.
Yeah, let it out and let it go.
Let's move on from it.
Exactly. And I don't see how you move on from it unless you just release it. I don't see I get the whole people's heads will explode, but what's the alternative?
Just like the whole FBI. Oh, Guillory's invested, blah, 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 blah. Then if that's the case, put it out there instead of just putting all this bull into the world, because it's exhausting, and people learn to trust you less and less and less. No one's going to believe anything anymore.
Yeah, I mean that's man. All right, so let's move on to Trump and UNESCO. Who's heard of UNESCO? You have. All right, so Rachel Wolf at Fox News is reporting that President Donald Trump is pulling the United States out of UN. ESCO. When I first read it, I only saw the two words United Nations. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no.
This is the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Now,
it's
why the
USAID for the UN.
Thank you. Exactly.
Their version.
Call it what it is.
Not
it's the UN
floating around.
Yeah, it's the UN slush fund. So the White House says the agency pushes woke, divisive causes that clash with the common sense values Americans voted for. And I would say probably the common sense values of most of the population on planet Earth. Truly. If you saw the waste, if you saw the political agendas being pushed with public funds, you don't have to be a conservative or a liberal or a political scientist to figure out wrong. Evil is evil, wrong is wrong. Truth is truth. That's why half-truths are so slimy. There's no substance. You can't, holding a wet fish, you can't do it.
No way.
I'm from South Louisiana. I don't know, man.
You can do it.
Well, yeah, sorry. You can. I'm talking right when you get it out the. I don't know, man. I fish at the grocery store. So what am I talking about?
I gotta take you fishing one day.
I mean, can you? I'll go watch.
For real fishing.
I'll go watch.
No.
I like the water. I like the beauty. Then we're gonna go fishing around. All right. Here are the key facts. I'm kidding. I spent a lot of time when I was little doing all that. So here's the facts here. White House Deputy Spokesperson Anna Kelly said the UNESCO's, the UNESCO's agenda is totally out of step with America First policies. Agreed. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce added that UNESCO advances, quote, divisive social and cultural causes, end quote. Yeah, I'd say so. Tammy Bruce also said that it pushes the UN's globalist sustainable development goals, which don't align with U.S. interests. I ain't no telling what it is. I don't even need to know what it is to know that my skeptical antennas up. I don't like to shoot things down before I hear what they are, but I'd have some concern there. That's kind of like that reeks of that old New World Order, global. That's the same folks that want that whole global economy. Like they probably would want global development codes. I mean, it's like so silly.
Digital cryptocurrency worldwide.
Well, the digital currency and crypto are different.
A universal.
Well, you're talking about, well, I mean, crypto is universal.
You telling me crypto is not digital?
It is digital. It's digital, but it's not digital currency. Well, okay, I see what you're saying. But digital currency is a thing. Like Russia has digital currency, and it is centralized. That is a very key difference between Russia's digital currency and some of these blockchains. And I say some, public domain that is not infinite, or there is a finite amount. I think Bitcoin falls into that, but it's a public ledger. But those are decentralized ledgers. You always have a trail of where all the currency, all the transactions. That's my layperson knowledge of it. But I know we're not talking about crypto, but I do appreciate the president being ahead of it. All he says before the left and rhinos and folks, lose their mind a little bit. Not most. All the president said is we're going to be the leaders. That's it. And I'm okay with that because it's here and it's coming. So we're either going to, as a country, be able to know what's going on and to have as much influence as possible on that whole thing that benefits America's interests, as long as you have a president that cares about America's interests and not just growing government paying their partners. Although this budget that was passed has some things that we don't like, but look, it takes a while to fix it, but we've talked about that till we're blue in the face. So let's keep going on with UNESCO. Nope. Okay. All right. No on UNESCO?
Yeah, let's keep
going.
I
was like, I didn't read your. I got what you're saying now. All right. So the UNESCO's recognition of Palestine as a member state was also highly problematic by the Trump administration and part of a pattern of anti-Israel rhetoric. There is definitely an anti-Semitic tone to the UN. There's definitely that. It's tough to understand. We're Western civilization and we do things a certain way. Well, they do Eastern civilization, Mideast, they do things a certain way too. Those folks in Antarctica, man, let me tell you.
All 12 of them.
It's hard to fathom why you would have that sentiment, but it's there. But anyway, all right,
This
guys.
global warming. How come we ain't populated Antarctica yet?
No joke. It should
do
be like a lab. It should be like the like a flush garden down there by now. That's what Captain Planet said. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show, broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Abear, your hometown lawyers.
While you was in court earlier,
okay,
they were talking more about Hunter Biden.
Oh,
he did an interview.
All right,
and he railed on George Clooney, and he said that Biden's debate performance was probably because of Ambien. Okay, Roseanne boy.
Woo! Yeah. All right. Didn't he take like a whole week off to prepare for the debate?
No, well, he was out of the country.
He did. He went out of the country. But I thought the whole thing was he had to get back like almost a week or a whole week so that he could rest up.
Who knows?
For the big debate.
And then he also did one of them tirades like, who do you think's cleaning your hotel rooms? Who's picking your vegetables? Who's cleaning your... Like we cannot clean our own dishes and stuff, you know?
So what he's saying is he's okay with Mexicans making less than minimum wage.
He's speaking to his fellow elitists,
right,
and saying those of us who can afford servants because of our dads and whatnot, we're screwed.
Hey, he legitimately sold that cocaine.
And his artwork.
yeah. Now I'm sorry. It was his artwork. That's what it was.
Yeah. He's like, well, if George W. Bush can do it.
Yeah, he's skilled, man. You've been so mean to him. Why?
You know.
No?
Just, yeah. Anyway.
All right. So, Trump back to UNESCO, and that's the basically the UN's USAID, their slush fund, basically. Let's see here. Who we got over there on Rumble? Cajun lover?
Cajun food lover.
Yeah, I just tried finding Palestine on a map and couldn't. Yeah, I got you. Hunter Biden giving advice on what? I can see you over there. Okay. Man, go on. I love it. Cajun food lover, you're doing good over there, man. Y'all go join him on the chat on Rumble. Okay, so Trump had also pulled out, if you remember, he had pulled us out of UNESCO back in 2017 as well. Same reasons, fraud, waste, abuse, pushing woke ideology, no accountability, money going everywhere, not knowing where it is. He didn't feel like Americans should be spending our money in that way, and I agree. Biden didn't even, he rejoined us, of course. He didn't do it until 2023. And now, under Trump's second term, we're out again. For good reason. And this move comes as the UN criticizes Trump's foreign aid cuts, of course, and U.S. support for Israel and Gaza.
Why were we funding UNESCO while we were also funding USAID? Two things doing the same thing. Pick one.
No, pick zero.
Well, you know, but if you really do want to like actually do it for what it's supposed to be done, pick one and do it right. But don't just waste. This is profiting people. That's it. It doesn't benefit people. It profits. Elitist.
Exactly.
It's sad.
It is sad, man. But this is exactly why the people of America elected Trump. Again, he's pulling America out of every single globalist racket that undermines our values, our allies, our sovereignty. Democrat or Republican, that's a good thing. UNESCO wants to indoctrinate kids worldwide with gender ideology, erase national borders, big time, and vilify Israel. Oh, and they want us to pay for it. We're not funding that circus. Not at least not under Trump, and I'm grateful for that. We're not signing our name to woke nonsense disguised as diplomacy. Diplomacy, we are educated, you peasants. Trump is cutting it off at the root. That is leadership. Get ahead of it and stop wasting our money. The United Nations has spent decades using American money to shame America. I'm tired of it. You're probably tired of it. The president's tired of it. Whether it's UNESCO, the Human Rights Council, or their climate nonsense, they take our cash, they bash our country, and push an agenda cooked up by bureaucrats in Brussels and Beijing. And I ain't wrong.
I understand why we always give money away for free. Like, you need help, then secure the financing with something, some rare earths, whatever materials your country's known for. We should never just be giving them money.
Yeah, and here's another thing.
They don't give us money.
Not at all. And in regards to the Palestine issue, I'm just going to say it. When an agency, UN agency, whatever, when an agency decides to recognize a fake state run by terrorists while demonizing the only democracy in the Middle East, they lose the right to be taken seriously, in my eyes. They lose that right. I mean, think about it. You're getting American money. You're getting American money when you're over there flying the Hamas flag.
They should become our territory if we give them money. We should have an ownership in it. Whatever we spend, we own part of your country.
I'll take 25%.
25%. You're going to have to fly our flag, though.
He would.
Above your flag.
He would. He would. That's a state flag now. Only Texas and only on some days.
But you can't vote in the presidential election or for Congress. You just get a representative.
Oh, my goodness. But look, this is America First foreign policy in action. I love it. Strong. Strong. Peace through strength. We like that. Clear. Unapologetic. And it's refreshing.
Refreshing.
Refreshing. Refreshing. Man, I've butchered at least 3 words today. That's not too bad, guys. Hey, we're family. It's all right. Hey, pal. It's okay.
Hey, man.
Hey. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy these 2 hours. Be careful out